Good evening, everyone. Welcome to those who are here in person and welcome to those watching this. So our theme this evening is burn bright, not out. So it's about not stressing yourself, getting caught up in that race. So for that, we have a very wonderful speaker, Ioana. Ioana has been meditating for over 15 years. She's part of our retreat centers team in Oxford. We call it the Global Retreat Center. For those of you who haven't visited them, do go. Lots of one-day retreats, sometimes even weekend retreats. So very apt for the theme this evening. As Ioana works with the clarity to make sure the life smoothly runs, being still very, very active. Do the things that are very, very necessary. So without a further ado, I invite Ioana to share her thoughts and come and share later.
Thank you, Daksha. Are you able to hear me well? Welcome. And what do we have here? Is a dear little candle that reminds us of Diwali. We soon are going to celebrate the festival of light, and it reminds us that each one of us is like a light. And this very, very simple and small symbol, it's enough to remind us that we are that lit lamp. We don't need a big symbol. It is enough something that is very, very small. So in a similar way, we are sometimes running after very big things, big money, big house, big holiday, many friends, many opportunities, many schools. And is that really going to make us happy? So we would like to see how from going a lot into expansion, we have been into all these many things that we want in our life, we can go back into the essence. From going outwards and from going into big, which maybe has triggered the reaction of stress, we can now go back to essence. And I would like us to look at the first slide. And the first slide is showing, according to the world where we live in, is showing many causes of burnout. And I would like you to have a look. And there are so many. And it all becomes so complex. And we believe that we burn out because there is a sense of emergency in what we do. There is lack of support. There is poor payment or poor appreciation of what we do. Maybe some people do not like us. There are so many reasons. I would like you to have a look and pick up one or two that you believe have been present in your life at some point. So just feel or think, yeah, this has happened to me as well at some point in your life, recently or maybe long time ago. Yeah, so many causes for burnout, so many opportunities to be stressed and to burn out. But from the spiritual perspective, we can simplify it. We can go back from this expansion into the essence. And I would like to say that the essence of all our problems, all our burnout and stress and difficulties are two causes. And the first cause, has everyone selected one or two? Yeah? Did they happen to you at some point? One or two? Okay. Now let's see if whatever you selected will also be explained by the two causes that I'm going to say. Yeah? So the first cause that I'm saying is from a spiritual perspective. The first cause is lack of attainment. Lack of attainment. I do not experience any realization, any attainment, any fulfillment in my life. And that's why I experience burnout. The second reason for burnout, spiritual reason, is fear, insecurity. Yeah. So now those who have selected one or two of that many reasons, can they be explained also by fear and lack of attainment? What did you choose? Yes, excessive workload. You work too much and you feel you are under pressure. And why we work so much? Maybe because we want to attain, we want to experience, we want to acquire something. And we feel we don't have it. Yeah? So maybe it's under the canopy of lack of attainment. And yourself? What did you select? You? Okay. Yes. Yes. So if you would like to select one of those, and then this is what the science in the world says, these are the reasons for burnout. But from the spiritual perspective, there are only two reasons, and they will cover whatever reasons you have. One is lack of attainment, the other one is fear. So when I experience fear, when I experience insecurity, when I experience worry, then that would lead to stress and burnout. And when I'm not able to experience the attainments I have. So now let's move to the next slide. And we see on the lower side, the burnout, the two reasons: lack of attainments, lack of realization, lack of experience, and fear. These are the main reasons for burnout. And in the higher row, the higher part, we see the possible solutions. So let us look at lack of attainments. Now, the opposite, the solution for lack of attainments is not many attainments. It's not that now, if I don't have attainments now through spiritual knowledge, I want to have many attainments. I want to acquire a lot, more and more. That can make me a very stressed yogi. I can be running after different kind of attainments. The opposite of lack of attainments is not many attainments. The opposite is being able to experience what I have. So remember, the opposite of lack of attainments is being able to experience what I have and what I am. We say sometimes that poor is not someone who does not have. Poor is someone who doesn't experience what they have. So the solution to lack of attainments is to look at what I have in my life right now and understand how I can experience what I have. How I can come into the experience of something positive that is in my life. because I am developing burnout and I'm developing all that attitude, mindset of inner poverty. Inner poverty, I may be very rich outside, I may have everything, but inside I feel my inner world is poor because I don't have the right method to experience. So I would like now us, all of us, to pick up one attainment that you have since you came to Inner Space Wembley, since you came to this knowledge. Just reflect for a few seconds. One attainment, one or two attainments that you have since you started meditation, since you started the courses. What is that attainment? And we can look now at the next slide. And here we are shown attainments as well as a method to experience the attainment. So what do you see here? What do you see? How would you describe it in your words? Yeah? How would you describe it? Peace. Yeah? What else? What do you see? Outer world and inner world. Great. What else? What do you see? Material happiness. Yes. What else? Peace. Peace inside is very peaceful. What? Very peaceful. Yes. Good. Welcome. Welcome. Can you move a little bit? Yes, please. Yeah. Come here. Come more in the front. Yeah. Okay. Good. Thank you. So we look at that and we said we see attainments. Now, when I asked you to think of your attainment since you came in this knowledge, since you started meditating, what attainment came into your mind? Give me some examples. What did you think of? Was material or was more spiritual or intellectual? Or what was an example? What came to your mind? Spiritual journey, yes. What else was? Slowing down your thoughts. It's a great attainment. Yes, starting a spiritual journey. What else came to mind as your attainment? Yeah? I see.
So I can experience that I have slowed down. So
Yeah.
I can sometimes take a break and then I think whatever the
Yes.
problems.
So you see a reduction in the anxiety and you are able to slow down your way of being and take a break. Fantastic. Anyone else? Attainments? What are your attainments? Inner joy. And connection to God. Yes.
It's okay.
Yeah, I have repeated. Fantastic. Yes, so we feel that words in the upper part of the drawing are actually describing our attainments. After all, every human being wants only that. Yeah, we want peace, love, truth. It's also very important for all of us. Truth, it's a great attainment to be able to live in truth. We want wisdom, we want happiness, we want power, inner power, not power over others. And silence is our nature, eternity, it's our nature, and we want to experience our true eternal home, the home of who we truly are. So all of that are amazing attainments. And you said relationship with God. God is the one who is always aware of all the attainments. He never burns out because he always keeps that attainments at the forefront of his mind, of his awareness. And then in the lower part we see, what do we see? We see the material world, we see the material possible attainments. Yeah, maybe we believe a bigger car, more money, more holidays, more friends are a success. But then that can lead us to burnout. And that material world is characterized by having an end, being limited, being unpredictable, constantly changing, and insecurity. Yeah? So now we said the opposite of lack of attainments is experience what you have. Lack of attainments, a solution to that is not more attainments, but one attainment if I have. Something that I have realized, something that I have acquired, but I fully experience it, I will never going to have any problems. So I would like us to have a 2 minutes practice of the mind, and we will practice now experiencing this attainment. So each one of you, please think of one attainment. So keeping the eyes open and the body is relaxed. I become introverted and I consider myself a guest in this physical world. I consider myself the true self, the being of light, an eternal soul. I am a traveler, a visitor who has a long journey. And I'm looking now with detachment at my life, at my recent moments of being aware and awake. And I realize the attainments, the sense of fulfillment that is growing in my life. I experience peace, and I realize I am peace. I experience joy, and I am joyful. I realize that in my awareness there is peace, love, and truth. This is my true nature. Love is my ability to appreciate peace. Truth is my permanency. I am eternal. And I understand that I am always safe. Joy and happiness are in my mind, seeing that I can maintain my peace. I can vibrate peace, and I can resonate with other peaceful beings of light. I am a peaceful being. I appreciate my attainment. I appreciate who I am, and my appreciation extends to others. So now I return. Am I able to experience that attainment? What was an attainment that I was able to experience in the last 2 minutes? Would you like to say one word? Hmm? Peace. Yeah. Anything else? Yeah. Silence. Yeah. Yeah. Silence in the mind. Silence maybe around me. I feel the vibrations of silence. Yeah. So by taking these 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes throughout the day, what do? I experience what I already am. I experience what I have already acquired. Then my focus changes from what I am missing. I didn't get this, I didn't get that, I don't have enough, she has more, he is not good enough, which would lead me to burnout. I change my focus and I feel full. I am sufficient, I am good, I am powerful. So if we look at the previous slide now, thank you. That was one cause, we said, lack of attainment. The other cause is fear, insecurity, lack of courage. Now, I heard of a slogan here in Wembley. Do you know what the slogan is? No? Should I tell you? Have no fear, inner space Wembley is here. Possible? Have no fear, Daksha Ben is here. Is she here? Have no fear. We all feel very relaxed when Daksha Ben is here. Inner space Wembley is here. Doesn't mean a certain person, any one of you. I'm sure when you go home, the family would say, have no fear, he is here. You are that support, you are that light, yeah, the little diya that goes back into that family, in that community, and you bring that light. So have no fear, inner space Wembley is here. Have no fear means have no fear, the Supreme Soul, God is here. God works through people, through human beings like you and me. So when we have that feeling that something or someone is reliable, is stable in my life, I can trust them, and they are empowered from the Supreme Soul, from God. And I feel that actually I have no fear because I can hold on to God's hand. That is the ultimate power, that is the ultimate support. But God is expressed and manifested through human beings, through all of us. So one way to look at fear is to meditate, to stay connected, to stay together in the unity of the gathering, and to feel that support from the Supreme. And another way to remove fear is to understand that this whole world is like a game. Spiritual knowledge would say the whole play of life, what we consider sometimes being so serious and heavy and critical, spiritual knowledge would say it's a game. Now, let us reflect for 1 minute together. What does a game mean to you? What does a game mean to you? Have you played a game recently? Maybe some of you play some sport, maybe you play games in the house, or maybe not. But when you hear the word game, what is your first reaction to it? And what does it mean to you? What does a game bring into your life? Is it associated with what? Let's hear from you one word. When you hear about game, what comes to mind? Fitness, yeah, helps you to stay healthy. Yes, what else? What comes to mind? Healthy. Joy. Yes, absolutely. There are so many games, team building or team games and team sports. And also, children are playing so many games and they are so happy, very happy. They play all the time games. Games are a source of entertainment, of fun, of creativity, of learning, developing ourselves, facing new situations. Maybe it's a test, it's a challenge, it's an opportunity. I can be inventive. Now, spiritual knowledge would say this life, whatever happens throughout the day, can be seen as a game. And then there is no fear. It's a game. I'm not going to lose anything. It's just a game. The being, the eternal, true self is always safe and comes into that space. Now, if we go to the next one, the being of light comes into this space of the game, plays the action, the movement, and I can be safe. I can feel no fear. I remain courageous. I want to tell you a little story. It's a true story. And this young man was a yogi and was living in the university, very dedicated and very willing to experience a full life of a yogi, until one day when the teacher asked him to go and get a job. And he said, okay, yes, because he knew the teacher, the one who was looking after them, was definitely seeing the best for him, but himself he wouldn't have done it. So he was obedient. He said, okay, I'm going to go and get a job. And he was qualified as a chartered accountant. That was in India some years ago. So he found out about a job given by a position, given by the government. He takes a train to go over there, long journey. In the train, in the same compartment, two more young people going for the same interview, for the same position. He observes them. They are very smart, very well trained. Himself, because he chosen to be a yogi, he realized he's not as well trained as they are. He didn't study as much as they did. He doesn't know all that knowledge as they do. They were discussing about topics in accountancy. He also realized they were speaking very good English. He was not speaking such good English. But he had his self-worth, self-value. So it's okay. I was sent by our teacher. I trust I'm going. Got there. He went to the interview, all three of them. Each one went inside for the interview. When it was his turn, they asked him, do you know these different interview questions? He says, I don't know very well. They asked him again. He said, this is not my expertise. Every single question he was asked, he wasn't sure. He didn't know very well. By the end of the interview, they asked him the last question, how much money do you want? He said, minimum wages. The minimum possible that you can give me, I'm happy with that. And he got the job. He got the position. And he was very happy. And guess what? He was telling us his story. After 6 months, the government doubled the minimum wage. So after 6 months, they had to double his salary. But they told him, you've got the job because you asked the least money, you asked the money that we could afford to give you. Now, let us look a little bit at the example of this young man who could have been in a situation where he could have been very stressed or burnout. Or what did he do? What was his strength? Why he was maintaining a good inner stage, a good mood? What would you say from what I said from the story? Less expectations, yes. He had less expectations. He was already happy. He left his university. He was already happy where he was, and he was happy with whatever they are giving him. What else? Yeah. Self-worth. Yes, he was trusting himself, even though others looked better in that area. What else? Yeah, he was honest. Yeah, he said, I don't know all these matters. Yeah, it's true. He was truthful. What else? He accepted it. Yes, very nice. Good. Now, let's look at the next slide. And this pyramid of burning bright, of pyramid of attainment, what we see as a foundation, a very interesting aspect that helps all of us to burn bright and not burn out is being aligned with our aim, with a higher aim in life. And for him, there was this sense of belonging, this sense of identity, this sense of purpose in life. He was already feeling he belongs to that spiritual movement, spiritual endeavor, a yogi. And he also felt that he is guided from his university. His teacher told him to go, so he's going to have full trust. It's almost as if I'm not doing it because I want it, but because I really trust that there will be something good coming out of that. So when we are aligned with a higher purpose, the highest purpose that each one of us can have, and when we trust, as you said, he accepted the situation. He was told to do that. He said, carefree. Someone else asked me to do it, and I do it for a better purpose, for a higher aim. We are aligned with our higher aim. And all of us have had moments in the past when we felt, what am I doing here? What's my purpose? I don't feel I'm connected. Why am I in this situation? Why am I running after chickpeas? Am I running after chickpeas in my life? Or I don't know what I'm doing. It's not my area. I shouldn't be here. Yeah, so we had that feeling. But when we are aligned with that higher purpose, then that is a foundation. And then, as you said, is self-worth, self-respect, which comes from knowing myself as a spiritual being. And that is something that no one can take away from you. They can take everything. Anytime I can lose my job, I can lose a place where I live, I can lose friends, families, that's possible. It's life, money, whatever. But I can never lose the fact that I'm an eternal being of light, a soul from a celestial family with God, with all of you, and we are all peaceful beings, loveful beings, joyful beings. I cannot lose that. No one can take it away. So my self-respect can always be based on that. And when both of that are present, he experienced that kind of contentment. He went to the interview saying, yes, I'm here, maybe I'm going to get the position, but I'm already content. To come to any situation, already content. I'm here, but I'm already content. Doesn't matter what will happen. You said it beautifully. He started with that joy, with that contentment. And that's why he was not asking for more. Now, When that contentment is in place, then that contentment will come, I would like to say, with the right method. Like everything we discussed so far, what we are missing may be the method. And I want to give you the example of if you see the image of someone who is carrying stones. They have to carry stones from their house to the place where they build something, and they carry their stones on their head. They will get very tired very soon, burnout, to carry so much heavy stuff on your head. They do that every day. They do that several times a day for months and years, a lot of stress and burnout. Until one day when they see a child rolling a disc on the ground and they play with the disc and they keep rolling it. Then they realize, well, I don't need to carry all these big stones on my head. I can just roll them. It's a very different experience to just roll it. It's just an analogy, an image, but it shows us that there is burnout when I don't have the right method in my life to do whatever I want to do. I don't need to carry the stones on my head. I can put them down, or I can roll them, or I can find some way to move them. Or maybe I don't need to carry them anywhere. Maybe I can let go of all the stones and don't carry them from A to B. We need that moment of realization of how things can be done differently in my life. And then the second image, okay, now let's say I become much smarter in my life. And now I'm rolling all that stones and I'm running after them, but now there are many and I keep running after them all the time. And there are so many things that I can run after in my life, and I still get tired and I still get burnout. What can I do? The other image that we can have is I can come at a higher level of consciousness. When things are getting really heavy here and I'm running in all the directions, rolling stones and hoping that I'm going to handle everything, if I come at a higher position, if I look from up above to that situation, if I come to a position where I can effectively feel that I can fly in my mind. I'm no longer crawling, running, moving, but I come to a place where I can fly in my mind. Now, what is the life of a bird? Someone who is flying, someone who is up there in the sky, someone who can see the bigger picture. And now I look back at my situation, I look back at what happens with me, and I see, oh, it's very small actually. Nothing to worry about because I see it from a different position. So let's do this practice and then we're going to have meditation. But 1 minute, let's again have a practice. I look at a situation in my life which I feel it's a challenge for me now. I may feel that this situation is difficult, it's an obstacle, and I do not know how to overcome it. I feel it can become heavy. And now I can come above that situation, rise my awareness to a place where I feel detached. I, as a soul, can rise above in a position where I see my body, my role, I see the situation. That situation becomes smaller, and I see it far in the distance. And I rise up above and I experience my true original nature of peace. And I experience my power and my blissful nature. And from here, I look down at that situation and I see it with new eyes. I see it so much smaller. It cannot affect me. It cannot influence me. I'm the master of my life. And I know how to transform any situation in my life in an opportunity. I enjoy my life. Yeah? So transforming in that way, and we experience that contentment. We experience that we can have success in anything we do. Yeah. So let's have a few minutes meditation, and then maybe there will be time for questions. Or, yeah. What do you think? Yeah. Question and answers? No. No. Okay. Okay. So let's have questions and answers now, and then meditation.
Hi, sister. Thanks for the session. It's really enlightening. I have a question regarding that guy which you said, like, he asked for the bare minimum wages. From according to my understanding, I don't connect it with the self-worth because when I'm in a situation where I'm changing the job and I need to know my self-worth and ask them what I feel like is the right amount for me. Because obviously everyone wants to give you the lesser they can. They want to save it. So if you are asking for something which is bare minimum, don't you think so? It's not going according to yourself because you're not asking. You feel like you worth more.
Yeah. Very good. Very good. I understand. Now, the self-worth is related to my ability to experience that I'm peaceful and loveful and wise, and I have a lot to give. I have a lot to offer. And when I am aware of all the attainments, I'm also aware that it is impossible not to get the reward of what I give. So in any situation where I go, if I go with a mindset of giving, the universe, God, the play, the game of life will give me back what I have given. So I can have, personally, I can have the attitude only of giving because I know for sure that in this game, we said it's a game, I will get back twice as much of what I have given. So even if I go for a volunteering job when they don't pay me at all, but if I give 2 hours of volunteering, tomorrow I will get 4 hours of attainment, happiness, peace, love, truth. And I'm sure that there will also be a reward. If I need a reward which is material, I will also get that reward of whatever I have given, I will get back. Because the material resources are there to make me happy. And if I am able to be happy, content, and feel safe and full with what I get back, then I'm not so worried that my account is not having lots and lots of pounds because I already experienced happiness. What do you think?
I feel like, sister, materialistic success is also a part of happiness. Like
Yes.
a poor person can't be happy. as to his basic needs met,
Yes.
like Maslow hierarchy. So I feel like because I was in the same situation, I wasn't asking people what they can give it to. Then I got a confidence. I feel like it's not about what they are asking. It's about what I want. I feel like my worth is like maybe 20 pounds an hour or whatever I can feel. I asked it. I denied it. Okay, I don't feel like I can work for you guys because I started feeling my worth based on obviously my materialistic success I needed, but I was not looking for the contentment that area. But for me, I feel like that's related to my self-respect or maybe knowing my worth.
Yeah.
Materialistic way. Yeah. I believe we need to manage somewhere balance between, isn't it? That's my question. It's a little bit contradictory.
I think we are motivated by our aim. Let's say tomorrow your best friends come to you and they say, what is your name? Do you mind?
Ankur sister.
Ankus. So they say tomorrow, come with us, we're going to start a business. No money, there won't be any money, any profit for 1 year. Wow, you say, that's fantastic. You've got me in. And they also tell you, we're going to do a business about your most favorite activity ever. Yeah. We're going to play tennis all day and we're going to get lots of money in 1 year. And you're going to say, wow, that's fantastic. I'm going to have a business with my best friends, my favorite activity, and I'm not going to get money for 1 year. Doesn't matter. All of a sudden, you feel so much enthusiasm and you are worthy and you feel self-worthy and you are happy. And why do you accept? Why do you accept the business with them?
For fun. It's more of towards the happiness side.
Yeah, so when we are aligned with our highest aim, we can do anything and we know we're going to get the reward. Actually, you are absolutely sure there will be success and you will have everything you need. When we are less aligned with our higher aim, we may feel, well, at least let me get some money from that. I feel that's my feeling. But when we are aligned, then we know money will come, success will come, material things will come, everything will come, as long as I start from the position of contentment, of happiness. Yeah? What do you think?
I feel like, sister, this process is more towards the highest goal, like where bigger picture than me, so that I can contribute no matter how much money is there or not. But it makes me feel content and happy.
Yeah.
I believe if I could get chance, I would be doing it for free as well. Feeling happy about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got that pathway.
Nice. Good. Good to see you happy. Other question? Yeah? You have a question? No. Comment? What do you think? Yeah? All good? All good? Yeah? Any questions? No? Any questions? No? Okay. Okay. Now let's have some meditation. Do you prefer to play some music? Yeah. So we keep the body relaxed, comfortable. You can keep the eyes open if you wish or closed. Let's take a few deep breaths. And relax the muscles, relax your legs, relax the arms and the hands, relaxing the back, the neck, the head, relaxing the muscles of the face, the eyes, withdrawing attention from the outer world, whatever I was hearing tonight here, now I can leave aside. Whatever happened throughout the day, I can put it aside for a few moments. And I observe the thoughts that are in my mind. I let them go. I become quiet. The mind becomes calm. I slow down the speed of thoughts. Thoughts are like clouds. They come and then go. And I focus on a point situated behind the forehead in the middle of the two eyes. A tiny, tiny point. I, the soul, am situated behind the forehead in the middle of the two eyes. I'm the one who is seeing the world through the eyes. I'm the one who is hearing. And I am like a tiny, tiny star of light. And the body is so large. And I am so tiny. And I sit comfortably on my seat of self-respect. I experience my worthiness. I am a soul. I am invaluable. I am an eternal being of light, a visitor in the physical world, a guest in this body, a guest in this city, and a guest on this planet. I am not the body. I am not the name and the role. I am an eternal soul. And I am worthy. Independent of what is happening throughout the day, I am precious. I am invaluable. Awareness is rising above the consciousness of the body. I become detached from that body. detached from the role, as if I'm rising above. And I can see the physical world from a distance. And I become very light. I am light. I am like a tiny point of light, experiencing my true light, experiencing my true nature. I am peace. I am joy. I am love. As I rise above, I feel I belong to a world of light, a world with beings of light. And I allow myself to experience belonging to a home of light. I am free. I am unique. I am eternal. And I radiate light. I am strong and powerful. I am myself. I become stable in my vibration of peace. The mind is calm, and I have one thought, that I am peace. I radiate peace, and I receive peace. It is a world of peace. It is a world which is eternal. It is a world which is divine. I experience belonging to this world of peace, with other beings of peace, in the light of the divine. I receive love from the highest source of love. I am connected, powerful, and peaceful. I am full of love, and I vibrate love. Peace and love are spreading out into the world. They are reaching out to nature, to other human souls, to animals. They are healing the world. Vibrations of peace, love, and joy are refreshing this old world, creating a new world, a world of happiness, a better world. As I return into the awareness of the body, the surroundings, I count my attainments. I experience them and be aware of my attainments. Peace, love, truth, power, joy. And I know I can experience them anytime. Thank you.
Join me in thanking Ioana. Very practical, very simple. What I really liked about the talk was she simplified two main factors, which were two main factors that she started off when she started the talk. Lack of attainment, or the feeling of lack of attainment, or some sort of fear that leads us into the stage of being burned out. But, like the lamp she lit us when she started, we have to be the ones that are always lit. As you're aware that Diwali is in the air, so our next talk is going to be about Diwali, and we're fortunate to have Sister Charu join us to share about the spiritual meaning and significance of Diwali. And there will be a bit of extra things, it being Diwali, a song and a dance, etc. So do join us in person, as many of you can, even those watching us online. Same time, 6:45, slightly longer, maybe till 8 o'clock. And you will get a little sweet too. Yeah, so that's another temptation for you to come. Every Mondays and Thursdays, we have reflective meditation, 7 to 7:30 in the evening, which you can join us online or in person. Every Sunday, we offer online meditation, 10 to 10:45. So it's different speakers, different themes. So do join us online for that too. And a bit of advance information. So next Wednesday, not after the Tuesday, 22nd and 23rd, we have the Art of Positive Thinking. So that will be from 5:30 to 7 p.m. So again, Diwali event next week. Generally, we recommend a product to go with the theme. So the one that comes to my mind, the quest for well-being, using your 8 powers. So it's power to discern, power to discriminate, various powers. Beautiful book, small book, and also the heart of well-being, 7 tools for surviving and thriving. And so do feel free to browse in the shop on your way out, and do go out from the shop. And we see you soon. Thank you once again.